Right, guess who forgot to unmute before the stream? That was me. I've been casting this game for like the last few minutes without my mic. Come on, come on. Anyway, Willis is playing great. Like Larry is definitely the superior player here, but like Willis tries to put all the pressure he can. He knows like Castle Age is definitely not the age you would like to play in as Dravidians. S6 is definitely way better there. So he's trying to put all the pressure he can. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a disaster. Acclivity is also very, very aggressive map here. um, okay, he actually managed to wall it in time, I guess. But like Aztecs having those eagles, um, that could be really difficult for them. Both of them are in Castle East though, so at this point it just becomes really hard for Villas now. Because he doesn't really have the stables. He has to go a lot of man at arms, I guess. And like when the siege comes in, like it becomes really difficult for Villas to make or everything. I guess he has to play his own siege, like those mangonels, because like Dravidians don't have any sort of mobility. I think their fastest unit is probably Rumi Swordsman, which might be really good versus the Aztec Eagles. But yeah, getting those councils will be a bit difficult with all the army in there. That's a lot of scrums. That's a lot of army. Eco-wise though, they're both very similar right now. Aztec Eco is obviously a bit better. Velez has Horse Cavalry, Leary does not. Literally same amount of villages right now. Leary has some idle town. But yeah, like Eagle Play, Larry, he has like 13 scars, 15 eagles. Oh, this is really interesting. Villas managed to get through, or maybe Larry just doesn't care about it. Like he let them. But oh, this is a bit worse for Villas than he's managed to do. Because I'm pretty sure those eagles can do a lot more damage. Since they don't take much damage from the TCs, they have the potential to kill a lot of villagers. What we're seeing is Liz is trying to micro in the base and at the front and trying to defend his base at the same time, but I think he's not able to do it, but he's gotten some real kills, 6 kills for him. Only vote for Larry for that. And village difference is starting to kick in a bit, but I mean, since you're on eagles, you probably want to go full eagle play. Like, look at the single eagle trying to. He might get one will anyway. Yep, he did. Score still looking good for our village right now. But at this point, we're really starting to think what can villas do that can counter this eagle player. Like, the Vidians have only one strength. A lot of ranges. That's not really gonna work here. For TC from Villas. Second TC from Larry. Or is it third? No, it is second. The good thing about this is if Villas tries to defend this for a while and makes the eventual switch into Urumi's fortune, he might be able to do something against these full eagle play. I guess he just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. Like, he has some advantage. I don't know, like, why he's gotta call it. Oh, that's live audience. Eh, oh, we can also hear T9 in the background. Why can't we hear that? But anyway, it's like. Alright, looking at the saves. Um, what Villas really needs to do is like try to not lose too much super early and then have Larry's power spike get mad with your own power spike, right? Oh, where's their lag? Please don't lag. Thank you. Bro, I just realized another thing. Alright, game two. His size versus Saracens. Larry and Willis probably at their best. And Larry is just super blunt, like Saracen artist using the market, going up fast, doing damage. The stone kind of wasted at this point, and the Saracen artist killing the wall. Larry might be in big trouble here. He does have the skirms to defend, but they're not upgraded. Don't really have Bodkin right now, so the range will be difficult to manage it. And I think Larry needs to delete that tower at any point he can before, like, he can use it to build a tower somewhere else or disrupt a PC, but for now it's kind of a waste, big waste. And Larry's adding knights already. He knows there's gonna be a lot of skirms. And on the other side, Willis is adding camels. It's a good read from Willis. Obviously, he knows there's gonna be knights when he has all the skirms in the world. He needs to use his gold as well. And a one-man TC, or one-woman TC from Larry. What a lad. He knows exactly what's happening. So, this is a best of 5. Basically means position Villas is in right now means he'll have to win the next 3 games no matter what. And that might be really difficult. Like, Saracens, they were really strong too. After the changes to their cavalry line and everything, I think they can easily beat Hindustanis. They have a better, I would say, somewhat superior cavalry line to Hindustanis, just because they get maybe looks. They have like some extra HP. I think, and with Zealotry, they get around 50 extra HP on camels. Or is that only 30? I can't remember right now, but something like that. And DC for Villas, eh? He's also gone on the same side as Larry's DC, so that's interesting. They might be sharing resources, they might just be eating each other TC, so then like Saracens weak Saracens, they can just do it with crossbows alone. There's a lot of crossbows on the field already for him, which they haven't done that much damage. 3 villagers, not so bad. Putting in the pressure, and Villas has a decent army now, good amount of skirms. Sure, like if Villas can manage to snipe a few crossbows out, this could be really good. But camels, I guess Larry just doesn't want to take the risk of fighting them. I mean, he definitely believes in his own micro, and he's gonna try to surround the skirms here. I think all Villas do is to try to macro out the crossbows, some crossbows of his. Oh, it's actually working in favor of Larry here. Because I think a lot of the scars are super low. Yeah, this fight just completely did not work out in favor of Alyssa. He's lost like 7 army for 1 or 2. And that's actually gonna snowball a lot of the pressure here. And obviously Larry's just adding his own camels now, which might be a bit tankier than Sunny. And Sunny's obviously have the plus 25% damage from camel. Oh, is this gonna be a trap? Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a really good trap. But let's see. Yeah, that works just fine. That works just fine. It's actually fun to watch this. Larry's already on two DCs. Second DC is basically in front of his base just for a good wood line. And one on the side for the extra gold and stone. And obviously he has a Saracen market so he can go up whenever he wants to. If he wants to. Which I doubt he will. He's doing a lot of work here already. It's like the eco kitty isn't that big, but just the amount of army Larry has managed to kill is putting so much pressure on Lewis to respond to something. Unless there's a game plan of making some units like maybe go out. I mean, this is the first time we have Saracens on our board. This is a FC map, and I guess Saracens X zone. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! One goes down without a conversion, I think. One conversion. It's a knight. I mean, knight's not bad, considering he needs to tank this a little bit. But still, look at the KD, 29 to 90. I think Velez actually had a decent fight over there, and since he has monk, so you can just heal up the HP he's lost. That's too many mangoes. That's too many mangoes. Because Saracen crossbows, they might be able to instantly take down this TCs along with those two mangoes. If one mango is not even firing, and that TC is already half HP. No ballistics for either of them. I don't think they want it anyway. Look at that TC. Just as well as he even repairing, does he even have the extra wood? He's barely managing to keep it up. Yeah, that's going down in no time. And the army from Larry is snowballing so hard. Look at the army. 11 camels, 19 crossbows, 3 knights. And it just keeps increasing. Oh, Will has a feeling like he really needs to take the fight, but this might not work out so well. Oh my god, the mango shot. Going bird from there. He's making Saracens work. He's making his game plan work. Damn. We hear the sound, we see the winner, and Larry 2-0 up. Just the reverse wave. Waiting for Velez? Or Larry just clean sweeps it here. We're about to find out very soon. We love it if it goes to game 5. This series is definitely one of the best that could have happened. Like, obviously, like, we'd seen some really long games, really close games, but, like, even if it's close, like, it has. This series doesn't seem as close, but that is because of the playstyle of these guys both really enjoy aggressive games, and, like, since the nature of the game is it snowballs really early, whoever loses the first fight kind of has a big disadvantage. I love these 3D models though. They're really interesting to see what they've done. Oh, they're looking at the camera for a second and he's smiling. Sort of smiling. Breaking the fourth wall, my man. Alright, we're on with the game. It's time, let's go. Here's a clapping for the live audience. Gosh, I miss this. I wish I could this place, but Lithuanians having the extra food now, they have to be one of the best places. And Vilnes are going super aggressive. Oh, but he might lose a lot right here on the scout. Also, it is our Kalasant out of Arabia. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. For a second, I thought it's Arabia. But the Vilnes might eventually lose. How do you play Byzantines? Defensive, almost no weaknesses. Have really good fire ships. Like, since this map can be a little bit about the wood control. Oh, oh, we'll lose it. Oh, we'll lose it. He might lose it. But archer opening from Veleze. Uh oh. Well, I don't think the spear will actually gain anything here. And that archer might. But without the scout, it might be a little difficult for Blizzard to find a dock. And the scout from Leary will find a single archer. That is super interesting. Really strong play. Um, Bad thing for Realize is there is almost fully walled, and that wall it wasn't small wall, it's wall to the edge, all of it. This guy, bro, this guy's crazy. And he's getting everything to go up almost instantly. Oh my gosh, this game might be over in no time if this happens, because Realize is committed to fletching. I mean, he can go up himself very soon, but yeah, let's see what the play is here. Usually, most people prefer Knights, which is probably Lithuanians here. Byzantines, they have no bloodlines, so still like decent play with monks and camels maybe against the Knights, but still not a Knights at all. They do have paladins, but I'm not too sure about that. And then obviously there's Cataphracts versus Lightus. I don't think that's really the best idea. Alright, Willis is up. Not too far behind, like 50 seconds behind. It's not so bad. A minute. And Willis is on water using the dock. Ooh, skirms from Larry. Not something I would expect from someone who's gone FC so fast. But I guess that's just to defend the pressure from Willis. The monastery from Larry. Oh, and Lithuanians having those relics can be super strong. I don't know if it was seen by Veleze, but I think the player from Veleze has to be a couple of scouts at least try to snipe those monasteries. But it's gonna be really difficult because there is up 1 minute faster, his monasteries work faster. He can almost instantly get 3 of those relics at least, if not all. The monastery from Belize is not even on the hill, which will be really difficult to defend it. I mean, it is closer, but having that hill means you can just siege it from the hill, giving you extra damage as well. And those bugs are already out from there. They're just gonna go convert before they take the relics. Oh, one conversion already done. This is looking really bad right now for Belize. He does have lead. He's also taking redemption. No, wait, that's not redemption. That's sanctity. There's more HP, I would think. But 2 relics already for Larry. 3 to go. He has 1 TC in range as well. This is gonna be super difficult. Plus 4 knights coming soon for Larry, I think. I mean, he doesn't even need to make knights at this play. At this point, he can just wait to go up. Like, Willis has to do all the work to try to take down the monastery somehow. He's taking the armor. He has +2 armor. There's 5 camels. The camels are not good enough against monks right now. Redemption for Lily now. Well, technically not redemption because he's already winning the series this hard. The thing is, can will Les redeem himself against Larry? Oh, and Seed is gone too. Oh, this is not gonna be easy. This is not gonna be easy. That's a lot of camels versus a lot of monks. Alright, the delay coming in from Veleza. He knows unless he gets a shot, he can't really give it to Larry back. Both of them look so focused too right now, like, oh, this is bad. Larry putting on so much pressure, and Veleza will have to delete everything, I guess. I think the KD is 12 to 9, but it's definitely way higher than that. Man, redemption just feels so wrong. Oh my gosh, look at that conversion. Almost instant. Almost instant. That's a lot of monks. If Veleza manages to clear out all those monks, he might be able to have foot back in his game, but still, those are +4 knights. I would like to see those. Well, +3 knights right now, I think. Louis, that's no bad. Wait, that is +4 knights actually, because Larry only has forging. Man, at this point, Village probably feels really hopeless, but he doesn't really have a choice. If he taps out, he doesn't get another chance at this big of an opportunity. It's such a big prize pool and everything. He has to keep fighting, and he's housed right now. He's housed hard right now. I guess one thing that's working for Willis is his fish. Like, fish is barely of an investment early game for the food, but he needs to somehow. Okay, he's managed to snipe some of these monks now. He doesn't have ballistics, but he managed to get a lot of kills here, which will definitely help him a lot here. But he lost most of his crossbows. He does have a lot of camels here, but those +4 knights, +5 knights technically, can kill any camel out there. I mean, camels do bonus damage. That's bonus damage from the 20 the camel can't take. I feel bad for those, but they're just taking this 3-0. Man, this guy just so ruthless. So ruthless. And there they go. Just bumping basically. Kind of feels sad in this era, you know? Like, yeah, look at the smile from like, damn, look at him. He's gonna look at the camera and sound, oh my god. Ooh, who are we looking at?
Congratulations, Leary.
Look at that.
3-0. You are looking strong, and your Age of
It's a
Empires
female
play doesn't
villager.
look too bad either.
Yeah, you know, I could get used to this, honestly.
Tell us how you're feeling after that final game. What was with Redemption? What was your thought process there?
I had some strats prepared, you know, that map. I obviously expected him to watch it, so I kind of took one step further and just went skirms. Yeah, I just countered him, so that's it pretty much.
I think game 1 and game 2 we saw some skirmishers play as well. Do you think that perhaps skirmishers need to be nerfed? Are they too strong?
What would MBL do then?
In the first game, you also did manage to secure the Aztec pick, which historically was often banned in the tournament. How did you feel getting that civ?
Pretty good. Obviously, it's one of the best civs by far, as a reason why everyone bans it, why everyone first picks it, and I did it as well, you know, it worked out.
Well, you played phenomenally well here, and it was a really big joy to watch. In the second game, Saracens versus Hindustanis, were there any points where you felt that you didn't have this game, or did you feel in control the whole time?
After the tower, I felt pretty confident. Obviously, lost some vills, lost some idle time, no gold, had to adapt a bit, so after that I felt pretty smooth.
And what about in the first game when the man-at-arms came into your base? Did you suspect the second Rax, or did you think that was the starting Rax when you saw it first?
That was the second Rax?
I
Makes
guess-
sense, actually.
Well, that would answer that question.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the 3 militias, so that helps a lot. Otherwise, you know, who knows how I would have handled it. And I would have probably had to buy towers or something, because I was going to be fully walled either way, so I think I had some chances, nevertheless. But obviously, I saw the militias obviously helped.
Well, we will wish you the best of luck, whether you're up against Hera or Tato. Do you have someone, would you hope to be against your teammate, I'm assuming?
Would be something spicy, you know, like the third rematch. I mean, obviously, friends of both, so obviously the better one should win, but would be something.
Well, we'll look forward to watching it for sure. We will take it over to the analysis, so take it away.
Well, thanks very much, Ellie, and congratulations to Leary on that blinding fast victory there, Nilly. We saw Leary at his best in that semi-final.
Absolutely crazy, right? And that's exactly how we know him. Like, small armies already being really annoying, and then he's just building up the army, always has a crazy KD, and the opponent, it always felt like they're not really producing fast enough, but they're doing their very best. It's just Leary overwhelming.
I was chatting with you and Mem while we were watching those games, and you know, the sort of consensus was, games with Leary are always fast. He wins fast, or he loses fast.
Well,
There's no middle ground.
He's just so aggressive, right? And obviously that leads to super entertaining games. And we obviously would have loved to have a closer set and Villis having a bit of a better defense, but Leary was just full out aggression. Look at that confident smile.
I personally think, like, catching up with both of these players, and we'll talk about Valese in just a minute, but I think Leary, having hundreds of people in that room watching him, I honestly think that improved his performance. I think he actually fed off that energy, knowing that his fans were there cheering for him, wanting to see the best game that they could. I think that actually made him play better.
It feels like it, right? He's just playing so smooth, and all the aggression was absolutely on point. Obviously, we go into a really tricky stiff matchup here. Aztecs, Larry said it, pick number 1 for a good reason. Dravidian's kind of a counter-attack or counter-pick here. Obviously, you have a lot of advantages, can go for more men-at-arms, can go for more skirmishes. But look at that, Larry's so confident. He defends with skirms while counter-attacking with the Eagles.
What were some of the key things that meant that we didn't see the Aztecs? Why were they banned out so often throughout this week?
Well, obviously, we have more bans in the best of 3, right? We wanted to reduce variance. Now we only have 1.
Uh-oh. Lag. Now, I don't think we prefer lag, but I mean, this is all we get from now.
ban. So we see stronger civilizations,
it's
and
back.
neither player felt
I mean, they were
like okay, banning this
talking
one
right now,
is
so I
necessary,
guess
especially
it's
Leary doesn't need to
fine
ban it
if it
because he has
lags.
the first pick and went for Aztecs.
And Aztecs, I mean, here doing very, very well from against the Dravidians here on acclivity. Talk us through some of the other key
I
moments.
think we need a siege workshop here, right? The thing is, Leary can always dictate fights, right? The two fights that we saw before, it feels like head-on-head army is always better for Villiser. But look at this, Leary can just always overwhelm. He can dictate the pace. His skirmisher choice was really nice as well with the Eagles. And I went back there and talked a bit about with Hera and Tedo, and they felt like maybe if you play this all-in style, it has to be with the siege workshop and the longsword man.
Well, we move on now to game number 2. This was the Saracens versus the Hindustanis. We saw this happen on Outcrop nearly. We were talking about this game. You identified something here.
Look at the scout positioning, and we need to look this on the minimap. So maybe even go full screen here. Look at the scout. He's in absolute no man's land. He is above this one, while the archers are moving out. And I would have loved to see the scout more positioned in front of the archer range. Now we see on the minimap, here the scout, he's going back because he knows I'm missing something. I'm not getting the information, and then the crossbow arrive, and the game kind of felt over already here.
Yeah, it's interesting that obviously Intel Recon's so important in games like this. And Valese, I don't know, how are we going to phrase that? How are we going to sort of characterize what he did or didn't do with his scout there?
Yeah, well, it was like he knew information is key. I think he just got debated a bit because the spearman and scout aggression in front of his base. But the scout didn't need to fight. He needed to do what his name is.
Yeah. What else did we see in this game that really clinched it for Leary?
Then it was basically Villiser, the tower, right, was forced because he didn't have all the intel, had to build town centers a bit later. Leary with a better economy in with Saracens, that's rarely the case. And now with all the split things, that's impossible, right? Siege Workshop at the top, you have all your other production at the bottom. That's an impossible fight for Villiser to take.
Yeah, and we saw, you know, one of the dangers you run into with the Saracens is keeping your eco balanced. I think both players did a good job. Valese was still continuing production, but Leary managed to keep both those plates spinning and went on to a 2-0 lead.
Pretty crazy. And like Villiser, he knew, okay, well, this is, I just lost my home map as well. Acclivity didn't look good. We know that Leary still has 2 home maps. Can't be too crazy. And he went for Byzantines, one of his earliest picks, so he had to have a plan.
Yeah, he picked Byzantines very early. I think it was his first or maybe in second pick. That was in that clump.
I call it 1.5 pick.
The 1.5 pick for him
Yeah.
here. But unfortunately not working out. Leary once again, that trademark aggression.
And it's funny, like Leary played the same strategy or like without adjustments against the Viper, right? The full wall market Lithuanian tried to go for Monks afterwards. Didn't work out for Aztecs, but this time he had the Aztecs, so the strategy is so much more powerful.
Yeah, and I mean, again, it's just this pressure, unrelenting pressure that makes Leary not just a formidable opponent, but a master of this format in particular. Empire Wars rewards aggression, like unlike other slower formats of Age of Empires.
Perfect timing on Redemption, just finished, got the Mangonel here, and that kills the aggression as well, right? The conversions will always be on point, and as you said, like, for Leary, Empire Wars is just the dream, right? He loves to have units fight, and, well, it's just like constantly blue streaming towards Villis, and it's so tough to weather the storm.
Classic as well, multiple places across the map, managing, not just microing armies, but microing multiple armies very effectively in most places. And Valese,
and look at this. This is, you just mentioned microing, right? The goal here is camels are fighting against the knights. That's pretty good. And crossbows went in for the monk snipes. So absolutely nice decision by Villiser. But now we will jump into Leary's POV as well and how he actually anticipates that. Look how he's splitting the monks away. They're already far away. His macro behind this is beautiful. And I wanted to showcase both POVs. You even see Leary, he's macroing behind this.
building
And
houses.
it's crazy while he's killing his opponent.
The guy's just unstoppable. It's incredible to see him at his peak. And again, I think he's fed off the energy that's in the castle today. I think he's fed off the energy of the crowd, knowing there are these people wanting to see him get up and
this
about.
game
And that's
got over
exactly what
too
he did.
fast.
Congratulations,
Really
Larry.
fast.
3-0 in our semi-final.
Phew, that's going to be a tough task. Next semi-final, obviously, Tero against Terra. Even if you win a tough semi-final, you have to be scared for the finals.
And that semi-final is going to be cast by none other than you, my friend. I'll let you get out of here so you can go and prepare. Nearly, thank you so much for your analysis and expertise there. I'll let you get off to the casting area so he can take care of the next match, which is coming your way very shortly, my friends. I know everyone here is very excited, whether you're with us in the castle or around the world watching. It is so excellent to have your company. Thanks for being part of today's broadcast. I want to take a moment to congratulate Wololo, because this is a bloke who I have seen over the years that I've been involved in this game. I've seen him grow not just as a player, but as a competitor, as someone who comes to these events and has finally found a level of comfort and security and a level of belonging in under the bright lights of the feature match area. Wololo, I chatted with him about his experience last year. He talked about the fact that it was a little intimidating. This bloke is very quiet, he's very stoic, he keeps his own counsel, but I think he can do his best work when he manages to focus. And last year didn't really come together for him in the same way that it did this year, and he made it all the way to the semi-finals because he found his place. He found a level of harmony, found a level of belonging, as I say. And I want to take my hat off to the bloke because I think he's done an exceptional job as to get as far as he did. And his preparation behind the scenes, remarkable. Laser-like focus, game after game after game against anyone who would play against him. And I think a very deserving top 4 finish for him. But of course, coming up against Leary, the champion, arguably the greatest of all time in Empire Wars specifically, there's no shame in going down to someone who is now going into his, what is it, 5th, 6th, 7,000th Red Bull Wololo final. I can't wait to see how he goes later on. But we have to find him an opponent, and those players are getting settled in the feature match area, getting ready to draft. While we head over there, my friends, it's time to bring you a segment we recorded where we hit players with some very hard-hitting questions. You're about to learn a little more about some of the players that came to do battle here at Heidelberg Castle. And after that,
I love these
back to our
interviews if
semi-finals.
they get some. Yeah, this game, man.
But it wasn't barbecue or pizza, it was pizza or burger.
Light or dark, hot or cold. The players will tell you in this quick game.
3, 2, 1.
Dogs. When you go home, they just jump out, hugging you. Cats don't do that.
Cats are cute.
Cats.
1% dogs.
No.
Damn.
Cat.
Nah, dogs.
Cats.
Okay, dogs. What do you think?
Dog out.
Then right. Dog.
Oh,
Pizza.
interesting.
Pizza.
Okay, pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza too.
Pizza.
Burger.
I heard the only one of the bird.
Summer.
Summer.
Space.
Bottom of the sea.
Space. Yep.
That's a deep one.
Space.
Yeah,
Somebody-
ocean, I'll be drawn myself. Yeah, space.
Dinner.
Dinner.
Dinner. Dinner.
Nobody's a breakfast room. Come on.
Dinosaurs. I hate robots.
I like robot.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. I like them.
Robots. Robots. Dinosaurs.
Can be both.
Sweet. I like chips. I like chips as well.
Salty.
I'll go salty.
Salty. Sage of Empire salty.
Yeah.
I go for old.
New. Old.
New.
New.
That's a good segment. Oh, we get to know them personally. Oh wow, the choices and stuff. That's great. Never happened before. It's nice to see this happening in Age of Empires. Knowing these players interacting with each other like that. Man, we can't hear them in melee, but we can like hear their echo from the background sound. I guess it's pretty loud today. But it's gonna be Hera versus Tato. I don't know if Tato's been in semis before for Red Bull. I mean, probably in RBW2 or 3, but I think this is big. This is big. Like, he's the only GL player remaining. Viper's out, Tout's out, Jordan's out. Man, he's gotta carry the GL flag now. And if he manages to beat Hera here, he might have a really good chance against Larry. Because obviously he has a strategy down, he's got good micro and everything. I think it comes out to executing it under pressure. Hera is known to be a defensive player in the past, but I think like he plays it better, like mostly based on the micro against opponents, but versus Tato it might not be just micro, he has to do more than that. Like, Hera is not the best strategist, but it could be really close this game. Like, Tato, he might have to ban out some maps he thinks everything works on. He probably prefers water maps, right? And then there's some maps like where people probably have practice, like maybe the bull. But Harris probably looking to ban those maps. It'll be interesting to see how many bans go through. Another thing I'm worried about is like, Tado definitely doesn't look under pressure. He probably has enough experience. So does Hera though. But like, comfort zone for Hera, I don't think he's used to playing with that. He lost to NBA last year. So he's not in his home, and he's definitely not playing League. Haha. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think like could be something that might be non-comfort for her. Like, it matters a lot. It matters a lot when you're far from home, not your desk, your everything. And Harris won a lot of stuff while he was at home, but he's not won anything on land yet. Mem's face, man. That's kinda too suggestive, man. They're looking at each other a bit too much. Bit too much. No, no, no. Don't do that. It's scary, man. It'll be interesting thing, like, see, like, since they haven't prepared, Larry and Hera, in the past, they like to prepare with each other, but I think this time they didn't, because they could be potentially facing each other in the finals. So Larry prepared with Tato, and Willis prepared with Hera. So maybe the strategies would be the same from Larry and Tato. Technically, possibly, like, it'll be interesting. And there they go. Hera's smiling. Tento is just so focused. He just cares about his draft. He's not smiling. He's not anything. Hera, on the other hand, he doesn't even have a notebook in his hand right now, I think. And Atacama is banned instantly. Sorry, just remember what he wants to ban. Damn guy doesn't need a notebook? Bro. And Shoals banned for Hera. Yep, water map instantly gone. Northern Isles is paid. Oh, so Hera can ban it. Let's see what Hera picks. He probably wants to pick a map that, or just take away the map. Yep, the bull for him. And Morass for him. I mean, Morass is quite an aggressive map early, but it's like you can defend it with some walling. So it's still a good match for her. You can play defensive there. You can do somewhat aggressive here. And outcrop for Toto. Is outcrops one of those maps? Wait, not outcrop. Oh, outcrop's bad. Oh, it's enclosed. It's enclosed. Hmm. We haven't seen too much of enclosed strategies, but it's sort of FC map for people. The inner resources are quite easily evolved. The outer gold isn't. What is with the overlay? Outcrop band wise? What the hell, dude? So Frigid Lake and Khaosan banned from Hera. They're leaving Arabia to be the first map. Interesting, interesting. I don't know what's with the overlay though. I really don't know. Is it just because there's one of those maps is not supposed to be banned? It's kind of interesting to see that Tatoga is the first man and the first pick though. I mean, I guess it's fair. It doesn't matter. Yes, Harry is the 2 picks. Aztecs being banned, so are mine, so Inca's the only civ that's remaining as an Eagle civ, but like Eagles, Incas don't really have a big power spike as Eagles. So, I mean, Lithuanians, there's no Kawasa, but I think it's still a decent civ. I think Lithuanians could be used decently in enclosed morass. Northerners probably not. I think France. And Saracens. I guess Saracens is more of a deny. Because GL players, all of them picked Saracens last time. Hindustanis. Oof. Everyone's going for these camels. I mean, Saracens technically not a camel. I mean a cavalry. Definitely my cavalry, not camel. And Turks. Ooh, Turks. That is wild. We haven't seen too much Turks there. I think Turks might be a pick for the bull. Is her just overthinking right now? Maybe that's why he needs something in his hands, like a diary? Something to keep track of what he wants? I think he's just trying to think here. Man. He's looking lost, my guy. He's looking lost. Can't think what to pick. Bulgarians. Let's go. Are there gonna be more bans here, or what? What's gonna? I guess you only have one ban at this mode, in this format. But there used to be more bans, I think, in best of threes, but best of fives. Guess you don't really want more bans. Chinese for her. Chinese, I think the one time Chinese was big, they definitely had their advantage. I don't remember who it was big by, but like they got to late game and were really, really efficient with all the choices they made. I think it was a long game too. Cumans and Koreans with the total. And close Cumans, yes. I think Koreans are also really good on and close, but Koreans probably a pick from Northern Isles, right? Bengalis. Oh wait, Byzantines and Bengalis. Huh, Bengalis gotta be a pick for Northern Ireland. I would think like there definitely is somewhat of a hybrid. I think Byzantine is also for the same map. Tatars. Oh, I think the Arabians. Oh, those drums. Oh my. Oh my. Man, Tato doesn't even have a hint of a smile, man. Come on. He's gotta be excited. Okay, there it is. There it is. Crazy ceremony, man. This makes it crazy spectacular. Ooh, ooh. Do you know anybody? I don't know. I know it's the Gypsy time. Now look at the points. Harry's got 10 out of 10 on speed. I mean, that is definitely one of his attributes. Micro, both are similar. Macro, apparently, Harry's better strategy. They're the same, which doesn't seem right. Experience, they're the same. I mean, overall, I guess Hera does have somewhat of an advantage, even like the history says so. Cheto hasn't done, he hasn't gone as far as Hera in these tournaments. But like, I think on LAN, it's not the same case. I think Teto might be better just on LAN events total overall. Because he's played more LAN tournaments, I think. But I think Teto has never won any. So it'll be nice to see, like, apart from Larry, I think we see three potentially new winners. Just this format, this music, all of this just settling in, man, it gives me chills for real. Wait, what just happened? Oh,
My gamer tag is gl.tato. I'm from Spain. My qualifier for Wololo, I actually played in a random map tournament. It was RMS, Random Map Cup 2, and I managed to finish second. My preparation for Wololo has been like last 2 weeks. We were in a bootcamp in Berlin with all my GM teammates. My most favorite opponent is Leary, because I think his style is super scary and he's super aggressive.
I'm back. Sorry, my water break took a long time. Oof. But yeah, Tatars versus Franks. Really interesting matchup in Arabia. I think Tatars is definitely the more preferred suit for me. Here they have the units, camels, more mobility, I would say. Technically, everything Franks has offered, Tatars will have an easy answer to. Eco-wise, none of them have instant bonuses, but obviously they both have like some sort of food bonuses. Tatars having the longer lasting sheep, and Frank's having the faster berries, free farm upgrades. I think eco-wise, somewhat Frank's is better, definitely. It's one of the best civs with like best eco bonuses in the game as well, I guess. And especially on Emperors, having the free horse collar really matters, because your farms start running out after like 8 minutes. I don't know what was the clapping for the scout kill, I guess. But Toto getting a snipe on a villager. Kitty's 4-4, but this is getting really aggressive from Toto. He has a scout. He has 3 scouts right now. And meanwhile, Harris is going for double range opening. So, what I used to prefer in this game mode was having at least 2 buildings in feudal age before you go up. But obviously, like pro players know better. They can do better with other. But Tito finding another snap, and the crowd's going wild for this. That I think this could really affect their mentals as well. But right now, Tito's in a good position. He also has a hill bonus, which could be really devastating on these maps. Like, look at the amount of hills there are. He can fight anywhere he wants to choose and get the damage bonus. It's gonna be really big. And like, okay, Hera has a lot, but he has fetching in armor. I think he can actually take the fight. Like, once Tado gets a hill, the berries get denied. The villagers are also joining in. That's not exactly good. I think Hera might have just lost the game right here. Inside 7 minutes, he's taken the fight and he's kind of lost the fight. But, I mean, it's too early. It's too early. Like, we'll have to see if Hera can defend this, but he's like 4 wills down, 5 wills down. And oof, that is rough. Like, something happened. My guy, this is not great. Hera almost looks like he's on the verge of crying, man. Dude, something's not right, and he's really annoyed with it. We're about to find out what happened. This doesn't make sense. Kill souls and what? Oh, is it among these archers? Maybe? Probably. Yeah, but this doesn't look good for her. Like, it is difficult. Is it gonna be re? I don't think it's gonna be re, but there's probably some issue, some technical issue out there. They could be difficult to deal with. You never know. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just so annoying in these tournaments where the players just lose complete mental and they start to go on a downward spiral where it's just hard for them to play the game, and like they just keep trying to focus on the dynamics of these tournaments. And yeah, I mean, hopefully Harry can calm down. Maybe if he gets a restart, he'll definitely have, like, he will have a mental reset here. Because that was really good from Tato. The fight he took, I guess, calculated well. I don't know if he had armor on those cows, but yeah, the extra HP, the bloodlines was basically, well, not bloodlines, but still. Still think like Tato managed, like, wait. Tato. It was Tato with the Tatars. I forgot that. Damn. He didn't have bloodlines then. I think Hera Tato bought bloodlines. He took armor. He took fletching, he took arch armor, he took every fuel upgrade you can technically for those. Like without investing too much, Hera decided to go up instead. And I think that kind of hurt him a lot. I guess also on this stage you can really hear. I think Hera should just take a sip of water. Alright, relax for a bit. It's okay if he loses last game. He can win this. He knows he can win this. Like, I guess he got caught off guard best strategy. Well, not really off guard, but like just sort of um, outplayed, I guess. Oh, did it get restored? Or just alt tab and lost 30 seconds? What? My guy's just running. I mean, this game's still over. From after that big amount of damage and like he's not fully evolved in and everything. I think a 4-star. I think this is fine for Hera though, like if he's able to defend this woodline. This might be his only woodline he's on, so I guess it makes more sense. And Tato's clicked up as well now. Won't take far too long then. And with all that advantage, I'm sure like Tato feels really confident in this game. Uh-oh, his gold, man. Uh-oh. I think Hera's gonna try to drag it out as long as he can, until he can't anymore. Like, he just wants to get back in the game at this point, like, he just feels annoyed. Couple of knights, there might be enough to clean up this army, for sure. But 13 will diff, that's a big diff, that's big diff. We'll have to see how much damage can Hera do now, like. He's not gonna be able to get a TC up. Uh-oh. Those villagers are going back in, just to fight the spirits, I guess. Oh, shit. I think people are just happy to see those little slaps, man. I kind of feel sad for her, but he's managed to clean up most of the army. He's got 3 knights now. Can those 3 knights be worth more than 13 villagers at this point? I'm sure Tato is not fully evolved, but it won't take him too long. Hopefully. Oh, TC coming in. That's gonna keep him secure and safe. He's already ahead in wills. Hera buying stone? I don't know for sure. Like he might have. I didn't notice it. But now camels from Tatars. I think if Hera takes a fight right now before the wait, Tato already has upgrades though. Hera does not. No, if Hera loses this fight, it's over for him. He cannot lose this. No, he cannot lose this. KD for Hera is 28 to 30 right now, but 14 of them were villagers. Monastery for Tato also. Yeah, Tato's playing this really safe and secure. He knows exactly everything Hera can throw at him, and Hera is losing more villagers right now. This might break his mental, but he actually managed to do a lot of damage control. Now, he's not on goal. He hikes. Tato sees this and he's like, oh shit, hikes. Hera is on 3 TCs now though. Wait, no, not yet. That is just so unlucky, man. 18 vehicles. Oh man, that feels bad to be Hera right now. 20 vehicles. I know Hera's not gonna give up. Not for a long time. I'm sure he won't. But like the longer this game goes on, Tatars is just so much better, I think. Like, what do you do against Sia? Fully upgraded Sia against Tatars? You don't do much. So you have to stop that. I guess he has to play skirms. Tato's even going for relics and everything. I think the best thing for Hera would be like, oh, Sia is starting to kick in. Scorpions, maybe something he can play with. Hera has 2 relics next to his base. The third one not too far, I guess, but I think with the monks out that far already, Tato might be able to secure them. But the woodlines for her are really bad. I think he really needs to secure a good woodline. Maybe a TC on that woodline at the top side. Uh-oh, will Tato find those villagers? Not in time, I guess. But still, 20 villager kills. And now 3 DCs versus 2 DCs. Redemption coming up for her. Redemption. Is he expecting siege? Because redemption is not going to change a lot here. Oh, almost an instant conversion. Almost 2 instant conversions actually. Overall, not so bad for her. Like, he managed to get a couple of night picks, but if he keeps his monks alive, oh my other monk, come on, just walking it. Guys, just walking it. But yeah, this snowball with the CA is gonna be so hard to stop right now. He can't defend it much. He needs his own siege. Scorpions something to defend. He doesn't have the best allies. Alright, the second TC is finally coming up. Is he looking to build up a castle? Because obviously Franks can build a castle earlier than most of the civs, but the castle only costs like for 89 stone or something. It's cheap. That's what I know. It's super cheap. Uh-oh, those monks will die soon. Uh-oh. No, wait, there is ballistics on the top. Oh man, that is GG. That is so annoying for her, I think. He really needs to calm down. He really needs to think about this again. Like, it was not a game he could have won there after what Tato did early. Like, it was just a different strat opinion. Like, Herrera wasn't fully wall, but he chose to go up anyway, using the market, and didn't expect Tato to do that much aggression. And he paid for it.
Hello everyone, I'm known as Hera and I'm from Canada.
Oh, you get Hera interview.
So I qualified to Red Bull Wololo Legacy by finishing in the semi-finals in the RMS Cup 2 tournament. I prepared for Red Bull Wololo Legacy by playing a ton of Empire War sets against various opponents, and I also practiced some specific maps so I can be a little bit more sharp on the ones that I would like to play. Because it's Empire Wars, I think it's all about coming in confident, and you will have a good run against everyone, but at the same time you have to be careful of everyone. It's very dangerous. I would say I feel more confident against the people who like to play a little bit more of a slower paced game. So I think someone who's known to be a little bit more defensive, something like Doubt, something like maybe Mr. Yo, who don't start off as strong as some of the other players. I think for me personally, those styles I can take advantage of a little bit better than other players.
I guess he kind of told it out in the strategy. Tato went for all-in aggression, and the payoff versus Hera. Now we'll have to see what he picks. I think he's gonna go for the Bull or Morass here, most likely. I'm sure he can choose from the maps Tato has also, but it's gonna be interesting. They should really reveal the map at least. Would be nice. It's kind of funny though, like how they're choosing to do the WNL. A little bit of a meme, but I guess it works out just fine. I think it'll be interesting to see Northern Isles here. And I like Tato probably has some strats prepared, but Hera has done decently on Team Islands. Well, not Team Islands, Islands. water. General, that's basically what Northern Isles is for, but like obviously it's way too easier on this map to land because you get an instant transport. And Koreans might be one of the better civs there. Morass though, I think, yeah, for Morass, I don't think Taro has a decent civ. Like, he has a decent civ, but not exactly specific. And it's humans. Does it mean enclosed? Is it enclosed? Ooh, that's really interesting, the graphic though. I haven't seen this one before. Almost look like a donkey though, instead of a horse. Does this feel a little bit pixelated? It kind of does to me. Just a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. Ooh, that's iconic. An interesting one, I guess. Let me see, let me see. I guess it does look a little weird. It's... Man, I feel hungry. I need some popcorn. This series, it's gonna be a long one, I think. And I'm gonna need some food. It's already 7. It's been 2 hours already. Time going really quick. What's a graphic for? Is this supposed to be the map or something? I can't tell. Is it as water? Is it morass? Bulgarians. I mean, I guess they can be picked both for enclosed and morass, but I think I prefer them a morass. Morass? Is it? Is it? This is taking too long to start, man. Come on, start the game already. 14, 14, 14. Come on. And there we are, and it is morass. They took humans here, but I guess humans can be a really good pick too, because obviously the ranges are cheaper for them. And stables. Are you going for the wood upgrade? No wood upgrade for the toe. That means more aggression. Okay. Oh, no berries yet. I guess there's a couple of berries in morass. I'm not sure, but oh wait, there's nobody in berries because you're on shorefish, but technically, or like swampfish. What is it called? Harris sees the stable. That is interesting. I definitely like the arches more here at the start, because you can actually just sneak them to the kind of like the wood line. But I guess for humans, having scouts with the extra movement speed is definitely worth it. But obviously not Toto, Hera is going for stables himself. Double stable for Hera, that is interesting to see. Because double stable is going to cost him a lot of wood here. But his upgrades are cheaper. They're actually super cheap. So he might be able to invest a lot into army. And he's probably looking to go all in here. And if Teto is able to wall this, oh gosh, this map gives me creeps, man. It keeps becoming red every now and then. Every time it moves, it's super reddish. Uh-oh, Teto's able to fight these skills. It might be really bad for her here. He actually chooses to let go of the villager. That was interesting. But he's sneaking in with the archers. But Teto takes the fight anyway without a spear. That is bad for him. Hera is able to macro that just in time. 5-4 for Hera right now. He could add man drama to here if he wants to. But right now, aggression coming in from both these players. Hera's got 21 food, Teto's got 17 on wood. Hera's got 9. Teto's got 270. Not 270. Wow. What? I missed something? Oh, Hera's gonna find a lot of kills here. There's a lot of skirms. I don't think skirms were the best idea here, especially when Teto saw double stables. Yeah, this could snowball very quickly. Tato has too many villagers on the swampfish and he might be losing it all soon. And Hera is both forging and Arma, and he doesn't have bloodlines, but still, I think that is almost enough. When bloodlines kick, oh man, GG from Tado already. I think Hera says, "All right, you got a quick win. I'll make it a quicker win." 6 minutes 28 seconds. That's how long it took for him to make the game completed for him. This should be a big confidence. This should be a big confidence boost for her. And Taro, he probably is not gonna take this loss too harsh. Like he's just explaining. He knows this happens. He's just Bulgarian. It's just human. He didn't get to go second DC. He didn't get the picks earlier. He almost had the lead, but yeah, he managed to not take any advantage out of it. He had somewhat of a lead, I would say. So, a W for Bulgarians. Well, there's a lot of typing going on by Hera. Who's he typing? What the hell, man? Is he discussing his strats? Between the games? We know what map it is, right? Koreans versus Byzantines, or is it Bengalis? Bengalis or Koreans? I mean Byzantines. I mean definitely Koreans. I mean, no. What to pick? What to pick? What to pick? Oh, I'm just gonna go. Hera is gonna win this stuff. Let's see it. It is Northern else. The graphic says it too. Look at it. Cool graphic, man. Bengalis it is. Let's go. Believe in the new initiatives. Gosh, I'm still sleepy, I guess. Two wheels already ahead for Hera. Tato's already sending the scout forward. He's just cutting his own pace, I guess, which is the default thing to do these days. Hera, though, he has a spear on the field already. But kind of didn't even check the scout out. Almost everything's similar. Hera took double bit axe first. Range for Hera. Okay, okay. I mean, Tato already has range. He's already got fletching. 3 bills. Oof. That'll be nice to see. Oh, he doesn't spot it in time. He's gonna ball on one side for sure. He's all on the front. I think Tato's looking to hit the goal. Oh, a tower on the wood line. Is it in range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I don't think it's in range if he builds it up there. Mark it for Tato. If Hera knows this. Hera's actually almost already up without using too much of the market, I guess. Or at least I am presuming he hasn't. Oh, really nice pick from Hera here. He might lose the fire ship though, but if he gets the he won't, I guess. But 4 to 4. Tato's buying food. He's close to going up. He can definitely go up in like next 30 seconds. Wow, really good mechanical by Hera. He's using his fire ships to the utmost efficiency possible. Alright. 1 minute 20-second difference in Castle Edge. Not huge with Bengalis. Obviously, they already have that 2-will lead. Sort of. Her snipe on the fish. Let's go. Not a lot of fish, I guess, a villager. Or was it a villager? I don't know, man. What's the upgrade Hera chooses to go? Does he go for War Galley upgrade right away, or oh, a TC here? I guess Hera kinda needs to secure a good wood line. And Bosso. Hera's actually just putting a lot of pressure on the side. Interesting dock from Taro, kinda cutting off Hera's fish on one side. Well, not fish, but like all the water aggression possibly. He is going for the fire galley upgrade. Fire ship. Is it fire galley then fire ship? I think probably is. turtle ship. Oh. But I don't know if the turtle ship's worth it right away, because it might just go down to these 5 ships. But the Korean towers will be good enough to protect it for a while, I think. How many TCs are her gonna go for? Because it's Bengalis. He has 2 villagers per TC extra. That's quite a lot of villagers if you ask me. He needs to build something on land. Definitely needs something for her. Is it gonna be chariot archers? Rats? Oh, 2 will kills. That's a good start, I guess. Man, these turtle ships are actually gonna be difficult to deal with. They can actually micro easy. That's a lot of fires. 1 down, okay. Is there gonna be a big mango shot? Not too big, but it helps. Definitely helps. Oh, big one. But if the turtle ships go down, I think it might be more worth. Yep, it does go down. $23 will lead for her right now. And he's on 3 TCs. And Tato's on 2 TCs right now. He's building a 3rd one though. He's gonna need something to clear that off, and it's gonna be a castle for Hera that clears this aggression off, I guess. He's not trying to go aggressive on land, but he knows he has the lead right now, somewhat. He's losing too many fires to mangonels. That's not good. That corner is definitely annoying, but I think a castle will just be enough to clear it all. Oh, no sniper arrow. Still nothing. He might lose that mangonel to a tower there. Or to a mangonel. Really good mangonel micro from Tato though. And there's gonna be a TC in the center for Tato, maybe? Oh, or a castle, even better. But I think Tato's already got a couple of villagers under. Uh-oh. 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 This won't be too good for Hera, I guess. Especially if those villagers make an instant tower there. Actually, wait. What? Interesting. Tati, man. What are you doing, man? Hera actually loses a TC. I mean, Harris still has extra PC coming up, so it won't be really big of a difference. But like, we're still yet to see what Eunice do Harry go for. Does he go for Ruts or not? Because Tato's putting a lot of pressure on the side. Tato's going for university. Resources look decent for Tato to go up. He can use the market and try to go up. He's on 80 wills, which is not bad at all. And then, like, obviously he gets a free upgrade on his archer line. So scarves and crossbows will instantly get +3 armor. +4 burst armor, I guess. Man, Chateau is so on point. Alright, Air finally gets his share. Yeah, that will got sniped. Chateau, man. He's actually denying a lot of farms. Seeing ballistics as well. No demos from Hera either. He's got a couple of siege elephants though. Ooh, interesting. Really good choke from Hera here. Not a choke, but you know what I meant. The siege elephant will clean this up very quickly. Hera selling wood for gold. And another castle! Oh my gosh. He just wants to take the center. And he might do so very easily. But those turtle ships, they do quite a lot of damage, but maybe just not enough. Oh, it's actually gonna matter on who goes first. Tato is gonna sell wood. He's gonna sell some food. He's taking heated shot for towers? I mean, is that on his side of the... Where exactly is that for? And I think Hera, he's still not that close. He still needs a lot of gold. He doesn't have gold control yet. He will have though very soon. And Taro is really close to going up. Both selling wood. Castle does just enough amount of work. And Tato can click up anytime. Anytime. And there's a click up. Alright. Hera. Still not up. But he can be like inside a minute. Maybe even sooner if he uses the market a bit. But right now, not much aggression going on. Just a classic Team Allen's game. And Hera's up. So 40-second difference, that's difference of 1 trap. It's not gonna matter so much because Hera can have like 2 traps right away with those 2 castles. And he can have a trap at home as well. He definitely has a better eco. Uh-oh. That's big. That's really big for Tato. He cleans up a lot of those fires. He's taking masonry? Okay. But I think having central control really helps Hera, but I'm afraid he will lose his side of the map if this goes on too long. To those also adding far ships, so that mango's definitely gonna get sniped by a turf ship, isn't it? It's way too tanky, man. Hand card coming in for both the players. I guess that's a lot of villagers anyway. 50 and wood for almost both. 50 and wood for food for her. What is he gonna go? Hussar? The Korean Hussars? Classic Korean Hussar. Fast fires instantly coming in for Tito. He doesn't have too many fire ships though. But that's gonna give him a lot of land control. Water control if really, really big from Herald. Just before fast fires kicks in, he's gonna clean up almost all of those fire ships. Tato has 2 remaining, I think, and that's not anywhere close. So really strong play. Really strong play. Tato's Harris taking all those things, I think, dry rock and everything. Then going fast fires as well. Chemistry coming in for Tato soon. That would mean bombard cannons. Koreans get those, I'm sure. Oh, the TC is going down before the castle does. Interesting. Fast fires are in for both. And I guess Hera is focused on taking down the towers on his side of the map first, which is helpful, obviously. Do Bengalis have bomber cannons? I don't think they do they? Uh-oh, 1 shot on the trap. 2 shots on the trap. Well, trap wars are definitely fun to watch, because they're so inaccurate. You'll never get a shot, so you're always cheering for one to get it, you know? What is that Mangonel doing over there? Oh, bombard cannons, man. That's cheating, technically. That is cheating, man. The traps go down fast. You'll have to do something about the cannons, though, like hussars, right? Right. Conscription coming in for Hera. Just wants the protection of fast. There's this bomber cannon. Oh, the snipe. Let's go. That's a lot of 4 galleons. But if they're stuck in a chokehold, I mean, Tedo was taking the fight only next to a tower with heated shots, so that's definitely a really good fight for him. But even then, these fast fighters are doing some work. Not too bad. Still not worth it, I guess. But it stops Hera from blasting to the tower. Or, I mean, Teto from blasting to the... Oh, this is a good fight from Hera, though. It's a really good fight. Taking back the control on his shore. I mean, with all the crabs up here. Oh, there's a cannon galleon. Hera is not letting Teto master this at all. And once the castle goes down, I mean, what can you do after that? Not much, right? It does have all those towers everywhere. But that also means I completely forgot. Hera is not Koreans. Hera is Bengalis who don't really have that strong of cavalry, I think, or anything. Basically, they do have chariot archers who do have a lot of damage, but they take bonus damage from almost everything. So, even skirms kill them. So, not the best units as cavalry. But let's see. Toto's trying to mass his war galleons. Hera 164 villagers, and he's building 2 more. There might be a bit too many, but he's gonna stack all the wood, hopefully. He has the center of control as well. $77 on wood for Toto though. But he doesn't have horse collar. I don't know if he has too much or she has only 2 million ships. So horse collar only. What? The single blower can took that down? Really? The army difference is huge though right now. How many castles does Hera at? 3 right now. And one of the castles. Hera doesn't care about village. He can make like 50,000 more. Just kidding, not 50,000, but still. Hera taking Bloodlines, we know what's coming. I mean, I don't know if he has the stars, obviously, but he's definitely gonna go light cap. Tato still stacking all the wood he can, I guess. And Hera is starting to buy wood. This is not really a good sign, especially when you have no wood stacked up. Relics 2-1 for Tato. When did Tato grab those relics? We don't even know. Uh-oh, Hera. Oh, Hera's like him. Mas is gonna clear his bombers up for a bit. There are 2 towers and a couple of turrets, but I don't think that's enough to keep the bomber cannon safe for a long, long time. Wait, did I just see those wings come on? Oh. Still a really good fight. Tato, definitely not Hera. No. Really easy cleanup for Tato there. No ballistics for Hera. That many castles. 6, 5 castles, 2 in the center, 3 on his base. That 1 castle though on the side, it's getting galleon. Cannon galleon. Man, that was way too quick. Harry's played these long games before though. Oh, what the fuck? Man, the market price are already gone to shit. Dude, the mass is too big for her to clean up, I feel. Barely doing any damage. Good thing there's only 3 relics on this map though, like late game relic is like too strong. And those are, oh, that's a big mass. That's a big mass. Question is, how do you match a 12.2k wood count, man? Tato is never going to lose that. I didn't expect him to have that big of a wood count. Gee. What does Hera need to win this? Clean up every single villager in Tato's base, maybe? And Hera needs to take a fight right next to his castle or something, but he's gonna lose all of his castles very soon in no time. Man, that wood count on Tato is still crazy. How does Hera have no wood, man? What the fuck? Alright, Taro's out of wood, but no, he's not out of wood for next 20 years, I think. 15k wood, man. What the actual fuck? Might as well just, you know, delete the woodlands on Hera's side. Like, there's so much wood still there. Hera's still taking those fights next to those towers who do a lot of damage with the heater shot, man. Sounds good, and they have villagers in them now. I don't know, dude. That's still crazy. Dude just likes it that much. Whew. This is really comforting for Tato. He's 2-1 up. Just one more game to go where he can actually seal the deal. For Hera, I mean, he can't expect it to lose on Northern Isles, given that Tato is really good in water. He plans really well, and strategies do come really handy. And I think just the water control from Tato on Hera's side was really important in making this happen, I guess. He could actually just be safe at home, even though he was far behind. Next game is it gonna be the bull or enclosed? Because I'm sure even Tado has bull prepared as well. Civilized, enclosed. I don't know. This is really tricky. I don't see good like for either the bull or enclosed for Hera here, but Tado has chunks on the bull, which is really supposed to be strong. What do you do here, Hera? What can you do here, Hera? It'll be interesting to see. We're still to see like something really, really strong from Hera, like his strengths. The second game was like not really his strength, it was just more or less like a strategy shows. That game was over too quick. And like Tato overall has had way more winning time. And since we have Turks here, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the bull. Pretty sure it's gonna be the bull. We have to see what does Hera choose here. I think it's gonna be the Chinese most likely, because enclosed is probably gonna be something else, not Chinese, right? Chinese are not known for strong early game, they're rather known for strong late game. Like they do have the eco advantage, but overall it's just a very versatile save that really helps in late game. And I think the bull can be like more or less like late game map if possible, because if you can just defend early, the Chinese can do easily. And you are definitely and he also has Byzantines. Byzantines can also be really good for the bull. You have her actually. It is Saracens though for the bull. You go faster, or you can go really aggressive. And it's about to start. We see the clapping, we hear the vote sounds, and it's on. It's the bull. The bull. Already falling 1 minute in. Is there the hole? I don't know for sure yet. Oh, Tato blocking this. Nicely done from her. Really nicely done from her. There's still a hole though, I think. That could be really bad. What's the play from her? Is it just insta market? Could be for both. It could be that. I think Saracens and the market of phosphor and everything. They could actually a lot. I don't know if Harris noticed this yet. I guess yeah. Single poke from a spear could destroy these scouts right now. And how big of a difference is the hole gonna be? It's a game decider technically for her. He loses this, he's out. He wins this, he's still got one more shot. So nicely done. No quiz. I haven't seen any market being spammed yet. Probably similar amount of market usage from now. They're both gonna keep their stone, I guess. Look at the gold from Tato though. We know what he's gonna do with the gold, right? Oh, probably. He's taking horse collar right now. Tato might find one. Okay. Okay. I guess that's a big investment here for Tato technically. Well, not super big, but still. But he manages to force a tower from Tato. Using the market right now. Knees up. Saracens being Saracens, I guess. Like, forcing a tower is definitely very big. Very big. That means Tato cannot really go for a castle instantly, get those Janissaries out, which can take care of the mangonels very easily on the bull. Tato's building the market now. It's a little bit late, but obviously he can just do it. A little expensive, but still worth it, I think, for him to go up. There's a lot of gold though. One by 30 seconds is quite a lot. Harry's still open though. That could be bad. That would be really bad because uh-oh, does he see this in time? Nope, he hasn't. Not yet. Bad. He also has army Sato. He gets one will kill. No farm snipes? No farm snipes? No farm snipes, I guess. One camel, that should be enough though. That should be enough to defend. Only one will kill. That's not bad, I guess. I have one will. Not bad. Even at a tower, and obviously Tato will have to buy stone. He buys 100 stone. It's really expensive, but he buys it. Nonetheless, he needs a TC somewhere. Take the upgrades right away. Meanwhile, Hera hasn't cared to upgrade Bosa or Horsecaller early this game. He took Horsecaller pretty late. I think, will those Lycavs do a lot more damage here? We're about to see. One will. 2 wills, actually. Not bad at all. Funny thing for her is still open from the front, and Tato doesn't know it yet. I mean, I see those blue dots going through. Uh-oh. Big trouble for her. Those blue dots are in. Her still doesn't know because he's still open from the back. It's gonna have to deal with this quickly. It's 5-1 right now. It's gonna be way more. Those light cab with forging and +1 armor. They take on a camel as well. Oh man. That is bad. And still 9 light cab on the field with this away. He's building even more. And he's got the food control at the top. Hera is 2 tunnel vision on this wood line right now. Hera's gonna have to find where he's open from, I guess. Won't be hard to find, but yeah, it's an annoyance. And that pole is becoming more and more effective. And the siege. 10 will lead. Wait, I guess Hera is finding these vehicles. Food eagle for her. It's gonna go down the ramp, but obviously he's gonna put down farm. I guess that's why I hate it. Oh, finally. Finally. Oh my gosh, the clapping. Oh man. The card is crazy good. Tato's being really annoying. Oh, and redemption. I see why he's so focused on this one line. It's so that the token never really move out. But he doesn't need to move out if he can move in. I don't know if he wants to go with these camels. He probably wants to add some scouts. He has 1 scout on the field somewhere. I think he's just outside the gate at the bottom. Right. And Hera's housed. How many counts does he lose? He loses 1. He loses 2. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for Hera. He's actually taking a fight versus Lightcap. And this might just really snowball here. The army, look at Tato, he's not even trying to move in because he knows how important it is to keep his army alive for now. Hera still has some leeway, like he's got a bit control, he's taking bloodlines. He has no upgrades on those camels before he took the fight. And those monks will be really important. Alright, +2 armor and attack. for Tato here. We'll have to see what happens. It's a lot of light cal. It's a lot of light cal. Full upgrade can be really deadly. Man, Hera's only got 13 camels, which isn't bad. But Tato is 5 camels and monks. So if Hera really cleans this up, he might still be in the game for a while. Because he has out of control. He's also on 3 TCs. I mean, Tato is 2. But he really needs to clean up the... Like... He has to clean up the mangonels. Make sure he doesn't get shot. Doesn't have ballistics. Has Bodkin. Oh no, this is already bad. This is not best fight for Hera. It's too much army. It's 43 army versus 34 army. Even though it's counter army, it's just the numbers are so big and Hera is just losing this. And I think it's not best. Actually, Hera is not losing this so bad. Okay, he's losing so bad. Where is his army? He has 6. Is this over for him? He can't just give up yet. He has to stay in. Building a castle. That is a good choke point being held, but he's gonna lose a lot of villages over that, I'm sure. I mean, he's got enough food. He has a Saracen market. He is buying food. He might be able to produce more camels, try to keep it in. And there's still monks on the field with redemption, so like he's gonna lose those cap. I hear one conversion. He's building more TC. I think, yeah, if he wants to, he can stay in this game for long enough. I don't know what Tato does. Like, Tato has to go for aggression. He has to go up, get some bombard cannons, take those castles down. Tato's buying stone. He is in the center. Oh, he's gonna run out of short. Not for a while. But that is one pawn, I guess. That is an interesting pawn for a while. There's no monks there. Hera might be able to take the fight there and might even win. Might. Right, TC denied for a while, and the monks are coming in just in time, and that will just, you know, seal the deal here. I don't know why. Oh no, oh no, okay. Still a big army count, still a really big army count. The thing is, Harry doesn't have any fish. Tato also has fish. Not too much fish, but it's 4 extra villagers somehow, which are kind of safe from everything. Barracks being added. But Saracens don't even get Hubbard here, so I don't know what you're looking for. Meanwhile, Tato's up, and this could be really bad for her. Red doesn't have resources even close to going up. He's everything under 100. He's not putting in aggression. His army is only camels right now, and he's not looking to break in, and he can't really break in with those camels. Camels are only going to fight these scouts. What is he gonna do once he sees him? That's almost gonna be a call for Hera. Like, look at the score, 7,000 to 5,000. That's not good at all. He's still trying to defend his base with some of these camels. Meanwhile, Tato's going aggressive. It's just light cap. He doesn't have anything to worry about, and they're gonna be hussars as soon as they're up. I don't think he wants to lose it, but at the same time, he doesn't want to give her too much army. He's adding more stables. Still has all the food from the shorefish, man. Turks being crazy. I didn't know the reason Turks is good is because of light cap, the free upgrades, the extra players armor. That is a big army, and that could be a really good fight for her if he takes it properly. He is not trying to snipe the monks though. He's just taking the fight straight on, head up. 40 seconds and he'll instantly lose the fight, I think. He's already losing the fight. It's 42 to 24, 41 to 24, 83 to 110 KD, not bad. He really needs to take down those months because they're healing, they're converting, they're healing, they're converting. It's almost always putting the pressure back onto her every time. 7 seconds still, there's him. Hera's about to lose all of his army though. That might be GG. That might be GG. I think I see the face. Oh, Tato's relieved. Raises his arms up. They're both getting off their seats. Man. Hera's gone for it. Really nice to see these people. Damn. Really good to see her smile. Those were some rough and tough games. I think Hera is finally relieved that the game's over. Hey, he gets to walk around the crowd. That's interesting. That's a big audience as well. Damn. That's a lot of people coming in for his house. It's kind of sad to see the Vipers not here, but Ellie's reaching out. Hey, do we hear Mamba Neely too? I don't think we do. We'll only get to hear Ellie and Tato soon for the interview. Can we get to it first? Because I don't like the silence, man. I don't want to read his lips. Come on, man. What are you talking? Who are you hating on? What are you hating on, man? I don't know yet. Soon we'll find out. Also,
Thank
I think.
you, ma'am. Tato, congratulations.
Thank you.
I cannot imagine how you're feeling. I feel like my heart is racing for you. Well played.
Thank you.
That last game, absolutely phenomenal. Tell us your thoughts. How are you feeling with your performance?
Well, I'm super happy with my performance, obviously. Like, Hera didn't lose a single game until semifinals, so I knew it was going to be super hard, but actually I prepared really good. Like, I have to shout out Winchester because he helped me a lot during these days. So, Winchester. Last game, I know he played all the time Turks, and it was really hard to beat them. So I say, okay, I can have them as well. So I prefer to have them than he has them. So.
And when you were playing the game on Morass and you saw Hera had so many on Shorefish, was that also a motivator for you to put your economy on the Shorefish as well in the last game?
No, Surface is the fastest food, so we kind of have to do all in there. That's why the games usually are fast there, because if you take a bad fight and then it snowballs so hard, because if you are out of the fish, you're out of the game basically.
Let's talk about that hole in the last game. I think you had so much value. How happy were you when you just kept getting your floods of light, Kevin?
Oh, the hole was so unfortunate for him. I didn't realize until late, to be fair. Like, why is a speedman there? But I didn't double check. And then I saw, oh, there is a hole. So I think it punished him quite hard, to be fair.
All right. Well, we know what we do with holes. We plug them, and Hera did do that, just that. But unfortunately, I think a lot of damage was already done. The first game, there was that pause. Did that affect you in any way going forward?
No. It actually helped me to calm a little bit, because it was a bit, the first game is always a bit like shaky. So with the pause, I calmed down, and it went good.
So you think it was an advantage for you that you were able to gather your thoughts a little bit more?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would say so.
And the Tatars, was that a planned pick for you? Because that was one of your last civs that you chose.
Yeah, Tatar is not a pick that is being picked early, so you can risk it and leave it for later stages as well.
Okay, so it was a very strategic draft. Well, really well drafted. You had some amazing raids in that first game. Were you hoping to end it in feudal? You got a lot of upgrades for your scouts, bloodlines, defense.
Yeah, like the idea was like he was kind of defensive, so I had the chance to punish him, and it worked out pretty well. I tried to finish in feudal, but he defends, and the knights in Castle Edge cleaned me my whole army, so I had to go Castle Edge.
And going into the finals, how do you feel being matched up against Leary?
I think no one is happy when he faces Leary, and we actually practice a lot as well for the finals, so I'm not sure. It will be a fun game, I guess.
Do you think having all of that practice together is going to be a net positive or a net negative for you?
Probably negative for me because he knows my strategies and he's just like full arts and micro. So we all know that. So it's going to work for me, pretty sure.
Well, we will look forward immensely to watching that final happen. But for now, we're going to take back to the analysis and hear some more insights.
Thanks very much. Yes, welcome to the analysis chamber. Me and T90, we've been watching this set, and it had just a bit of everything. Long games, short games, excitement, drama, tension, thrill, spills. What a show we've been given, T90.
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, for Tato, this is such a big moment for him, right? And it's just so many times with Tato where we talk about the strategy, but no one's putting him in that conversation on the road to the final. It was very loud in there. There are many people who've been believing for years that he could make it. So I'm really happy for him.
A huge result for him. Commiserations to Hera. I know he was hungry. He wanted that dub, but I mean, falling at the semis in a series like that, there's no shame in that. Let's jump into to game number one here, kicking things off to Taz versus Franks on Arabia and Tato. Oh, didn't he come out swinging, dude? Holy moly, those early Vil picks.
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, even like before getting there, it was interesting. It seemed like Hera was the more comfortable player.
Yeah,
then Tato made him not so comfortable, right? Like it was 8 villagers picked at one point. We did have a teensy little pause. We're gonna get right into it here. Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. But basically, Hera, if you know his style, it tends to be defensive, right? He can be aggressive, he has that potential, but he plays more towards the macro, which suits the Franks here. So he fell back into double range at this point, and basically Tato just smashed him. You have a decision if you're Tato. You put your foot to the gas and you go on and finish the guy off, or you try and go Castle Age. And you can see the damage is already done at this point. Hera knew he was most likely dead, and eventually Tato just had to ease his way to winning game number one. But what a statement, right? Franks is one of Hera's best civilizations. Tatars was the final pick for Tato in his draft, and Arabia is Hera's best map.
Yeah, it was interesting hearing Tato say that he thought he might be able to sneak the Tatar pick later in the draft.
Yeah.
It really paid off for him here. You can see this 21-0 eco KD, and that's the sort of thing, particularly in that's the sort of thing you can't come back from generally. This early in the game, impossible.
Yeah, exactly. It was a great game. Obviously, like from that, we were looking to see if there was a reaction from Hera, and we saw a reaction from Hera, right? Like Hera, he does have this thing where he's a bit tentative in game one in tournaments, and so he had to open up in the second game with the complete opposite because his home map was Morass, which was insanely aggressive. And we don't have too many highlights for people.
We can basically watch the whole game. Essentially, it was that short. Onto the Shorefish, massive amounts of food. Piled that straight into the scouts, and it was an in-game time 6 minutes. So what's that like?
Yeah, it's
4 minutes in real time.
6 minutes. Yeah, I mean it's the blink of an eye for sure. Honestly, Hera just utilized the Bulgarians perfectly. The cheaper blacksmith upgrades and the faster researching blacksmith upgrades. And what he did was he sent more villagers to Shorefish. So he pulled villagers from other resources and brought them forward. Those things combined.
25, 26 Vils on food.
Yeah. Those things combined is what led to him winning. And after you see that, you're like, well, okay, shaky game one from Hera. But then he dominates game number two, and it's anyone's set.
And it was incredible to watch Tato just realize, yep, okay, you got me, move on, let's go, GG next. Because this was an incredible, a blistering performance from Hera. And something that I know we all, just as spectators, we breathed a sigh of relief. We didn't want Hera to just fall over, and certainly that didn't happen. Game number one, not his best. Game number two, much better. And in game number three, even though he lost, this was
a great game. And honestly, when you talk about this series, forget game one and game two, just talk about game three. Because it's all tallied up, and both players have potentials to win this game. And there's a couple things we're going to have to touch on when we get into it, but it was a great back and forth match.
So on water here, we've got Koreans obviously very at home on water with their turtle ships against the Bengalis, which have risen, I think, in people's estimation as a water map civ.
Yeah, so what I love from this, obviously there's water aspects to talk about, but the towers from Tato to get that position early was so good. And Hera was very TC-oriented, very macro-oriented in this game. That is a strength of his, but I think on a map like this, it became a little bit of a weakness. You could see he's like placing town centers, and all of his gold is to the north there. We talked to, or Nili and Mem talked about how maybe as we see a really good engagement here, as Tato loses some of his turtle ships, but like if the TC would have been in the middle, would it have been a different situation for Hera?
Well, the map control or the areas that we saw Tato contesting here, pushing Hera off the gold, it meant that, you know, his boom, which was great, but ultimately became a bit of an overboom and wasn't backed up with a strong gold eco.
Yeah.
Even with the middle.
Yeah, so like that castle right there, right? If that castle's placed in the middle, or if he makes an outpost to make sure there's nothing there, he has the gold and he has no issues there. Tato, I mean, it was incredible how Tato brought this back. Tato was 20 villagers behind, and he was such a pest. And he, you know, continued to try and loop around here on water. But you've got Hera in a position with 101 eco, and again, he's going to get a great surround on the turtle ships.
Yeah.
So it's not like the turtle ships were OP or anything. It was the stubbornness from Tato as Hera continued to back and forth, just push away attacks.
And we saw here Hera take great control of the center, right?
Sorry, Riley, I have to interrupt. 15 vills in queue, right? That's the theme. 15 vills in queue after he's an imp. And this catches up with Hera massively. At a point, he will reach higher numbers like 150, 160 when he's trying to queue up ships. It was a big problem. And I can speak for it. Everyone can speak for it. It's just the pressure.
Yep. I mean, it's just that muscle memory that that makes you continue to do things like this. But this is what I wanted to talk about. The map control in the center from Hera resulted in these docks all being wiped out. Tato repositions to the bottom here, and you can see it immediately. Just the huge numbers on the minimap, huge numbers of docks and ships that he was just churning out.
This was a war because like both players had some iffy things with Hera with the overboom and then, you know, losing 30 villagers and creating 30 more. But Tato didn't have bracer for so long. Like that he
just never clicked on his blacksmith.
One player didn't have the amount of water units, the other player didn't have the amount of upgrades. But then like it hit a point where Tato, even though he didn't have the middle, you could tell he was just like, let's get to my optimal pop and let's just push this home. And it is tricky against the Bengalis as their fire ships do regenerate, but you're not gonna have time to regenerate against that many galleons.
No, and I mean, look, with demos, this would have been over so much quicker, right? You chuck a couple of demos and these fire ships have got absolutely no chance. But using the Koreans to their full advantage on water here, and Tato clawed his way back into this, and by the end of it, it was such a dominating performance.
It was so good. And, I mean, heated shot. We never see heated shot. Forgive my pronunciation, Yupseong, I believe. The unique tech, like these things that benefited those towers, which would have helped him in those fights when he didn't have bracer. The whole Relic room was screaming bracer, by the way. But yeah, that obviously puts Tato in a winning position. And then Tato, as he just said, he was like, well, I wasn't sure how to play Bull exactly, but I saw Hera do it. And I saw he liked Turks, so my counter pick to that was just steal it from him.
Snipe the Turks, then you don't have to play against them. That's right. There we go. So we move on to Bull, this iconic map that we've generated for this tournament here, of course, very appropriate as we are in a Red Bull tournament. And still, I think we're figuring out how best to play it, right? This is not a solved map. And here, again, crazy game.
Hera played this so well. Like, his approach was deny the enemy from coming to the middle. And if you can't come to the middle, you eventually have some big problems. The issue for Hera, as the casters and viewers all realized very early on, was that there was a hole to the north of this. Now, obviously, Tato didn't use this hole just yet. So I don't know, like, and I didn't hear all the interviews, so I don't know if like he knew about it and then like waited till later. If he did, that's like really good. But obviously at this point, Hera is like, wait a second, how is this happening? I don't think he knew at this point.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But even having said that, like the early raids of the Light Cav only cost him a couple of villages. You can see here the eco key.
Yeah,
not
it was
too
insane.
Bad. Like Hera was way better in terms of responding to what Tato was doing there. But ultimately, Tato was able to maneuver himself into position here.
You got Saracens, so your camels have more HP. If it's camels versus light cav, generally those camels win, but Tato added the monks. That was a really poor fight from Tato. And then later on, I mean, this is after like 30 villagers died in Hera's main base. He lost everything. This was actually, Neely was screaming the correct things here. Like, that's the best case scenario for Hera because he's not on the way to the Imperial Age yet, and Tato is. But best case scenario or not, you're still 30 vills behind. Obviously, if that castle completes, it can be pushed right down. And again, like, what a moment for Tato.
Yeah, huge.
He had to work so hard. Like, Hera played so well. The only, like, questions anyone can have over Hera's performance today is only because Tato played amazing Age of Empires 2. It's not about Hera, it's about how Tato played it.
Exactly right. Well, Tristan, thanks so much for joining us for this analysis segment. And look, congratulations to Hera. He's a sportsman through and through. Obviously, you know, it'll be heartbreaking for him.
For sure.
But he'll be very happy to have been vanquished by an opponent who, at this point, just very, very worthy. Tato through to the finals. He's wanted this for a long time, and now he faces off against the end boss of Empire Wars, Leary.
Yeah, I can't wait. It'll be so good. Stick around, ladies and gents. We have a lot more Age of Empires coming.
Yes, indeed. Just going to wait on confirmation for what's coming up next, but it shouldn't be too much longer before we are heading
disgusting
to Age
the
of
finals
Empires
of
1. We are
Age
getting
of
things set up,
Empires,
and we're
man.
going all the way back, my friends, to where it all began. Age of Empires 1, I know for many people, including myself, was where this journey with this game franchise began. And so we're going to get things set up back in our main hall and get stuck in with the original and, in some people's mind, the best. Stick around, my friends, back with Age of Empires 1 after this.
Alright, so I think it'll be a break for an hour. Oh,
Hot or cold? The players will tell you in this quick game.
2 options? Okay. That I can do it.
Where am I looking? Just looking at you? Cats, and it's not even close?
Absolutely dogs, and I think everyone who says cats is insane.
I probably shouldn't admit this. I don't like dogs, man.
Aren't like dogs always like super cuddly and cats always mean? I can't see how someone can pick cats over dogs.
I don't like them. I tell people that I'm afraid of them, so they stop pestering me to like try to like them. Cat, quiet, relaxed, independent. Don't ask me this, man. Come on. I can't. Like, nah, that's not fair. I've got to pick.
Oh man, that's difficult.
The thing is, I think in P, a burger might be better. A pizza average might be better. Think about it, like even if you have a really bad pizza, it's still like 5 out of 10.
I mean, I love both, but pizza.
Oh, I think pizza because you can turn a pizza into a burger if you like fold it creatively enough. So I think I'll have to say pizza.
Summer.
nobody
Summer?
picks a burger. That's,
I lived in Europe for 8 years.
All the time, anytime, summer.
Like, I think I'm still defrosting after moving to Queensland.
I would say summer vacation. I think winter just limits you to so many things.
What? Yeah, now you.
Ooh.
Put me in a rocket ship. Send me to the moon, dude. I'd love to go to space.
I think the view is better outer space, so I would go for outer space.
Oh, bottom of the sea.
I don't mind having breakfast for dinner. I'll have bacon and eggs for dinner.
I rarely eat breakfast in my daily routine. Like I wake up and do my Age of Empires stuff.
Not so long ago was dinner, now breakfast. The dinner made me really poofy, and breakfast is better now. That's an interesting question.
I don't have a good answer for that one. Am I fighting them?
No strong feeling. I'm going with dinosaurs, but it's close.
I think dinosaurs. Yeah, harder to find.
Probably just like my interest has waned over the years, but probably out of respect to little baby Riley who loved dinosaurs when I was a kid. I'll probably say dinosaurs. Yeah, salty. I'm not much of a sweet tooth. And also I don't have a lot of choice in the matter.
I think I'm one of the sweet snack guys. Yeah, but for example, I'm not the like dark chocolate fan.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. All the questions that remind me good memories. Thank you. I love you too.
Old or new what?
Well, Age of Empires 2, what do you think?
New is always better.
I spent half my life reading about and making podcasts about history and that sort of thing, so I think I'd be I mean, I'm a pretty bad historian, but I think I'd be an even worse historian if I said new and not old. Can we redo the dog one? I'll talk about how good cats are instead of how bad dogs are. Cats, yeah, not close. I love cats. They're independent. They're lovely, nice and quiet. They'll sit in. Actually, hang on, I'll try again. Sorry. Cats, I respect cats a lot because I think they have actually domesticated us.
What is
a really
gonna
good
keep
situation
going on?
going.
All
They sit
right,
in a warm
I'm
windowsill,
gonna
they hang out, they look cute.
head off. Come back for the finals. That might be in like 2 hours. So see ya.